welcome to Email Time Talk. So these videos are where I take your questions from emails and reply to you guys, mainly on questions that I get multiple times. I choose a few. And I'm going to say right now, these videos are always very long and drawn out, so I hope this isn't going to be long. It probably is, but it's to be here to talk to you guys one-on-one, to answer your questions, and hopefully it'll be helpful. Then you can kind of see in like the title kind of what the questions are concerning, so if none of those interest you, then of course I'd love it if you stuck around, but you could always go watch another video if these topics are not your concern. But I will get into it before I keep on blabbing and make this video longer than it needs to be. And the very first email is from Bex, I guess, and she has like little hearts by her name, which I think is super cute, which now I want to do to my email name. She says, "Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I wanted to ask if you could do a video on teen exercises that you could do every day for 15 to 20 minutes or something like that, just to keep in shape every day. Thank you." Well, let me tell you, Rebecca, I will definitely get a video to you guys out like that. I was contemplating on doing like a daily stretching video, and then I thought maybe like a before school morning workout, like an easy workout, or I was thinking like an after school workout, like it's easy but it's not as gentle as morning. So I hadn't really decided, but seeing as you guys want this, I definitely want to bring something like this to you. So tell me guys, help me make this video for you. Do you want it to be like cardio, which is really good for burning calories, or do you want it for strength training, which is great for burning muscle, which will also burn calories and tone you up? Because I have a couple different things in mind, but just to start off, I do want to say some of the best things you could do in the morning is stretches. It wakes you up, it gets your metabolism moving, yoga moves, things like that. I have gotten comments that have said do a yoga routine for the morning. Tell me guys what you want. First thing that I should say, I will actually link you to a video right here. This is an old stretching routine that we did, but some of the best things you can do in the morning, it's not 15 to 20 minutes long, but touch your toes. Try to touch your hands all the way to your back. Touch them like this behind your back, and then do like either a back bend or some kind of back stretch. If you can't do a back bend, lay on your stomach and arch up backwards, which also helps strengthen that back. And maybe just do a couple different crunches. Crunches are like this for your abs. You could do bicycles where you kick your legs out. You could lay down on your backs and put your feet up in the air like this. You're basically laying on your back and going like this with your feet. It really helps to engage that core. And just that little bit of exercise every morning helps you build muscle. It helps you kind of wake up your metabolism and get ready for the day. So before I get that video out to you guys, I need to know what you guys want to hear. And those are just some little quick exercises right there that I personally do, that I personally love. The next is from Alyssa, and she says, "Hi Cassandra, I was wondering if you'd answer a quick question. What would you recommend as a good natural night cream or facial moisturizer for slightly oily skin? She was originally using an Origins night cream, but it was beginning to be too expensive for her budget. It's $40 for less than 2 ounces, she says. Do I have any recommendations for a cheaper product that you could use as a night cream? Thank you." She says she's sure that, oh, she loves my videos. Well, I love you, girl. Lately, she's been watching them with her family. Oh, that's so kind of awkward, but awesome at the same time. So, hi there, Elise. Is it Elise or Elisa? Alyssa. Hi there, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa's mom. Hi, Alyssa's dad or husband or boyfriend or children or whoever's there. I'm so happy about that. So in order to address this question, you did say natural. I don't know of as many natural night creams as I should. There is one from Philosophy, which is very nice. It's called When Hope Is Not Enough, and it's like a super, super thick night cream. I don't know if that is all natural. I don't think it is. And it is a little bit on the pricier side. I think it's about $30, but it's an okay size. It's about this big. If you're looking for an inexpensive night cream, Alba is all natural. They're paraben free. There is a night cream. It's not like, I don't think it says night cream. I think it says facial moisturizer. You're not saying that you have acne here, so I don't really know if that's your concern. You said you have slightly oily skin. The Alba one will help. For me, I have acne. I loved it for my skin and for my oil, but for my acne, I really don't know if it did anything. I can't even remember the name, but right now I'm using a body cream from them, which I love. But they have this facial moisturizer. It's really good. Also, Burt's Bees, and it's only like $10. Burt's Bees has something called Carrot Complexion Spray. Now, at first, I swore that broke me out, but then I started using other things, so I think it was the other things that broke me out. That Carrot Complexion Spray is one of the best things I have ever used. They say to use it in the morning. I use it at night. I think it's either $10 or $16 for like a little spray bottle. You can get it in a moisturizer form, but I like it in a spray form. You spray it on, it makes your skin feel amazing. It gets rid of all my oil. Like I said, I thought it broke me out at that time, but I think it was the other products I was using with it. It feels amazing on your skin. It is natural. It's got a bunch of great vitamins and antioxidants in there because it is derived from carrots. And Burt's Bees is not tested on animals or anything like that. So those are two I would definitely recommend that are natural. Now, if you're looking for something that's not natural, you know one of my absolute favorites is the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer for sensitive skin. Now, that is not a night cream. You could definitely use that during the day, but sometimes what I do is just put a little bit extra on at night, or I exfoliate first and then put that on. But it never has irritated my skin. Even when my skin was like anything would burn it because I had like stripped off so many layers of skin from exfoliating. That would never burn it. Only get the sensitive skin one though. I don't really care for the other ones as much. But it's not super heavy. It is kind of on the lighter side. So if you do want a super nice thick night cream to really plump up your skin, I would say either exfoliate before using it or use a lot of it, or Clinique also has a good one. Again, the Clinique one is not all natural, but the Clinique one is called Moisture Surge, and it's pink. And you guys know I hate pink, but if it works, I'm willing to put up with a pink. But it's this pink little bottle. It's about this big. I think it's a little bit expensive too. I think it's more than 2 ounces, but I believe it's about $30. You can get testers though, which is what I got when I originally tried it, so I didn't have to pay the full size. It comes off as kind of like a gel. It's a little bit sticky, but man, does that stuff work, and man, does that stuff penetrate deep. That is one of my absolute favorites. So thank you, Alyssa, for the question. I hope that these helped you. I'll try to list them out in the bottom tab if I can find them, and if I forgot to list them out in the bottom tab, then you guys should all say tisk, 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 Cassandra, because I'm so bad at listing products. I try to, and then I forget. Okay. Next is from Taylor, and it says, "Hello, darling." Well, hello, Taylor. How are you? She says, "Hi, Cass. My name is Taylor. I was wondering if you knew of any hair products that were for keeping your hair from getting frizzy or fuzzy." Taylor has wavy and curly hair, and if she braids it, it often gets fuzzy. She is currently using one styling cream. Ooh, I don't like that one. It's a great product. Good that you like it. I'm happy, but her hair is getting used to it. She would like to have a few products that she can alternate with. She can't really afford anything higher end, but would prefer drugstore. If I don't know of any that's drugstore, that's fine. What do I use? My hair always looks great and unfrizzy and unfuzzy. Thank you. Well, thank you, Taylor. That just made my little hair's day. My hair likes you now. Not that my hair didn't like you. It's just like my hair is just like, wow, Taylor, you're really sweet. Yes, actually, the one that I use is from the drugstore. It is one of my favorites, and there are a couple. There's one that's like $8, and there's one that's like $20. The $20 is definitely the better one, but the $8 one will do just pretty much the same. My absolute favorite thing to use is a product from BioSilk. It's called Silk Infusion. Now, she has one called, what is it? She has one too called Silk Drops, but or Silk something or other. I can't remember. Silk Infusion from BioSilk is one of the best things I've ever used. Is it Silk Drops from She? I don't know. She made one that's called something, and I don't really care for it much at all, and it's pretty expensive. Now, the one from BioSilk is a little bit more expensive. I think it is around $20. They have a big size, and they have like a little size. I would recommend getting a little size and trying it because it is liquid gold in a bottle. It is amazing. It smells amazing. When it comes out as an oil, and you only need a very little bit. You guys know I have long hair. I only use maybe about that much, about that thick, hardly anything at all. You put this in your hand and you work it in through your hair. I start kind of at the bottoms where it's a little bit drier, and I usually don't get my scalp just because I do have an oily scalp, but you work it in. Oh my gosh, it turns every strand of hair into like a 10 million thousand count sheet. Like, that's how soft they are. It feels like silk on your head. And what's also great is that when I have curly hair, sometimes if I try to put like oils or stuff on, it'll like weigh it down and it like won't be bouncy and it'll feel sticky. This stuff does not do that. First off, it'll smooth the frizz. I'm actually wearing it today. It'll smooth the frizz, but it will not weigh the hair down. My curls are still curly. They're still bouncy because they're not weighed down. And that's what I love about this product, because a little bit goes a long way. Also, you guys can kind of see it makes my hair so shiny and like not frizzy. That's what I use. I absolutely love it. Now, I understand $20 is a little bit expensive for a bottle this big, and 16 is, or 11 is a little bit for this big. But there is one from, what is it? Styling FX. It is called Silk Drops. I believe it's Styling Effects. It might be John Frieda. I think it's Style Effects, but it comes in like a little bottle with purple writing, and it's called Silk Drops, and I know it's called Silk Drops, and it's kind of like a lower end version of the BioSilk. BioSilk is definitely my favorite, but the Silk Drops works very comparably. The Silk Drops I found is just a touch more oily for me. Like, it's a little bit easier to use too much. The Silk Drops, you just need a little bit and it goes a long way. With the BioSilk, with the Silk Infusion, it goes a long way. With the Silk Drops, you may need a little bit more, but then it can get a little bit oily. So be careful when you apply it, just to go little by little by little. But it does basically the same effect. It also doesn't smell as good, but it does the same effect. It doesn't weigh your hair down. It just really plumps it up. And what I'd actually recommend is putting your hand underneath and just kind of wiggling it through like this as well. You don't really have to do that with the Silk Infusion just because it's so nice, but with the Silk Drops, I'd say do that a little bit so that it doesn't get like sticky. But those are two of my absolute favorite hair products. They work all the time. I'm glad you like the Wen thing. I was personally not a fan of that Wen styling cream. I found it kind of made my hair like greasy. Maybe that was just my hair. But yeah. Okay, the next one, oh goodness, darling. I don't know how to spell this, or I don't know how to say it. I can obviously spell it because it's right here in front of my face, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Korsumi. I hope that I'm saying your name correctly, and if I'm not, then I apologize. But this is from Korsumi. She says, "Hi there, Cassandra. My name's Aria." Oh, okay, that's easy. And she puts her YouTube name there, which makes me so happy. I want to say it, but I don't know if I should because I don't know. Some people don't like want that to happen because they're like embarrassed about their question or something. But her username starts with 2 S's basically. Well, it's actually SH, but it's like 2 words, and each of those words starts with an S. She's awesome though. She absolutely loves videos. Oh, you love my kitty cats. Where are they? They are ignoring me today. My kitties are not here. She says she loves my cats, but my cats are being divas. She wants to know if I can do a Talking Tuesday video on choosing a career, since many people are teenagers, and she thinks that they would appreciate it. Most teens Aria's age find the selection of a career a confusing matter, so hearing my opinion and advice would be very helpful. Thanks for taking the time to read this. Cheers. P.S. She's 15. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. To be completely honest, I don't even know what I want to do yet. I'm in college and I'm still kind of struggling to figure everything out. And I am taking it a little bit slower. Normally you take like a bunch of classes. I'm taking like less than normal classes just because I have kind of like a lot on my plate right now. But even I am a bit confused about a career. So tell me guys, do you want an entire video on this? Because I'm going to talk about it a little bit here, but tell me if you want a separate video that really goes into detail. And I'm just going to talk about my situation because it's hard to choose a career. Well, my mom and my grandma were both in the medical fields, and my father is kind of like in like the mathematical engineering field. He works for, you know, a company. He does more math and logic and stuff like that. And my mom, she does more medical. So when I was growing up, I was not good at math. I am still not good at math. I can do basics and algebra and geometry and stuff like that, but when it comes to like differential equations and all this jazz, it's like, whew, I just want to throw my hands up and, you know, go read a book about cats. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. So when I was like in high school, I was trying to think, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And I kind of always leaned toward medical just because that's what my mom did and I felt like she could help me. I started taking anatomy and physiology, and you can take them together in high school, but you have to take them separately in college. Let me tell you guys, dissecting cats and stuff, oh, it was just like, it was tough for me. And yes, it's fascinating, I will admit, but it's also kind of disturbing because I'm just like a very humanitarian person, I guess. And the thing is that if I continue in the direction that I'm going through medical, I will have to dissect cadavers, which means dead people. And to be completely honest, as gross as it sounds, I think I would be more comfortable dissecting a person than an animal. And I don't know why, totally convoluted and really kind of dysfunctional, but to be completely honest, that's just me. So I don't know if I could even get through doing medical because that's always something I wanted to pursue. So when I started figuring out, oh my God, you have to dissect cats and do this and do that, and then chemistry, oh my God, there is a lot of math and chemistry. I took honors chemistry in high school and it almost kicked my butt. It pretty much did kick my butt. But now chemistry is getting like more and more difficult, and especially in pharmaceuticals, you need to know the chemistry of every single medication and how it reacts with other medications and what's going on in the body and how these pills are formed, and it's like, like it is so complicated. So I'm kind of having second thoughts, and before that I wanted to be a veterinarian. And that changed. And before that, I think I wanted to be like a rock star or something. I wanted to play guitar all day. Even though I bought a guitar, I played it for a day and then my fingers hurt and I never played it again. But I did play piano, which I wanted to do professionally, but then I changed my mind about that too. So I'm a very indecisive person. So now that I kind of understand a little bit more about kind of like medical and stuff like that, I'm kind of thinking dermatology, just because it's something that I went through personally. I am very passionate about it. It's something that interests me, that I love. So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at now, but at the same time, I still have to go through these basic courses in order to take the specialized courses. So I don't know. But then the other thing, my job right now is being a model. I love that. If I could do that until I'm 90, then heck yes, I will. But, you know, that's not always possible. Sometimes these things come and go. So that's also why I'm taking less classes at school right now, is to kind of balance out my work and stuff. So I would love to be able to do that. But that's just kind of like where I'm coming from, but I'm constantly changing my mind, and I'm already in college and I still can't decide these things. And it's like, also I love writing. I thought that maybe I wanted to be a writer or a journalist. There was a time where I really wanted to be a news anchor. We're actually friends with a news anchor from Fox News, and her husband is in medical, which is kind of funny. But you know, she's super sweet. But the thing with news is that she had to travel and then get her degree in journalism there, and then come back here and intern forever in order to get into there, because it is a very high-paying job, and you know, there is a lot of competition. And, you know, I've always thought that that would be interesting, but also news can kind of be pessimistic sometimes. News isn't always the happiest, and I don't know, I'm a happy person, and I don't want to talk about, you know, natural disasters and things that are happening to people and getting hurt all the time. So I changed my mind about that too, but there's like so many different options. I don't know. Bottom line, I think that, and again, tell me if you guys want a separate video on how to choose a career, because, you know, obviously someone who works with their hands is better at doing something technical. Someone who's a visual learner is probably better doing that, or, you know, if someone loves music. Bottom line, do what you love. Don't go into something that you don't like. Find a passion. Find something that you are passionate about. And that's kind of how I chose these things. I was passionate about speaking. I love public speaking, so I thought maybe I should do news anchoring. I was very, very passionate about makeup and cosmetics, which is for a time why I wanted to be a makeup artist. You know, I'm very passionate about fashion. Hi, phone. I'm very passionate about fashion, which is why I kind of wanted to get into modeling and stuff like that. And then I was very, very, very passionate with skincare, which is kind of why I wanted to go in that. But honestly, find something that you are passionate about and try to turn that into a job. Try to make that your career. Again, tell me if you guys want a full-out video on this, because I don't know all the answers, but that's just my number one tip. Because my dad, he started off doing engineering, which he was kind of passionate about, but I don't think he absolutely loves it. Like, if he didn't have it as a job, he wouldn't sit here and do engineering all day. You know, whereas my mom, she loves medical. Even if she was not paid to do it, she would sit here and she would want to learn about the human body and dissect things and help people, you know? Ever since my mom was 15, she's been taking care of senior citizens and working in, you know, trauma centers and stuff like that. So it's something she's passionate about. Now, hi, phone. As far as my dad goes, I don't think he was really passionate as he could have been about his career, which is why I don't think he might enjoy it as much as he can. But I love you guys. Those are just my tips and tricks. This video is way too long, so I'm going to end it now. But I love you guys very much. I hope that this helps you. And if you're not a teenager and if you've already chosen your job, tell me, do you like your job or not? And is it something you're passionate about or not? And even if you have a job, keep it. Don't quit it. You're not going to quit. You're not going anywhere. But if you could have another job, what would it be and why? What is passionate? What are you passionate about that that other job has that your current one doesn't? Or if you absolutely love your job right now, tell us why you love it so much. Tell us why it works so well for you to kind of help everyone else, including myself, figure out what the freaky deek we want to do with our lives. But I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm ending it now because I think you guys are awesome and I don't want to take up your whole day talking here. So we will discuss this in a future video if you like. But I love you all very much. I hope this helps you, and I'll talk to you all in the next email time talk video. Actually, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But then, you know, in the future, in an email time talk video. Little space traveler here. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.